Whew. Alright. It came. Okay. I am going to finally unbox this new shipment in from Seance, which I can only buy in little tiny pieces because this is a huge, huge luxury for me. But oh my god. The astrology right now, I am not a professional astrologer, but I do follow a lot of it, and I watch a lot of astro vloggers, and a lot of times on here, as all my friends would tell you, is a lot of astrobabble is what I like to call it. So I go into it and nobody can really follow me because they don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But then there's some English in there that they do. But anyway, we're getting ready to go into March and April of 2025. Right this moment, it's happening now. And this is the biggest, craziest period of transformation that, I'm also really bad with numbers. I don't know if it's been like over 1,000 years, but it's one of these things like, it's been a long damn time since every single large planet has changed signs. And it's obvious in the world, if you go back and look up things from 2025, that everything is in turmoil. Everything is changing. And I don't know about you, but I can definitely tell in my life it's totally matching up, and I don't think anything is going to be different when we come out of the other side of this. I already started my own personal transformation. Well, I guess you're always doing it, but like I really started feeling it last year in 2024, and I'm already a completely different person than I was before 2024, and I don't know what to expect coming out of this. I also have a personal transformation aspect that's going to go on that's totally huge in 2027. So check me out then. But I can feel it coming. I can feel it. I fully believe that everybody is psychic if you can get quiet enough. But most people can't get quiet enough. And I will go so far as a flake to say that I think that human beings can fly. We have just convinced ourselves that we can't. We have really convinced ourselves that we can't. But I think in times of duress, some of us probably have. I can think of a time, actually. I'm pretty sure I flew. I have no idea how I got up over the sticks in that truck when I hit Mike in the head with a log. By accident. By accident. I could just see the picture going. I know I had to have flown. There's no way. There's no way. I couldn't figure that out if I took my time, but all of a sudden the whole image went up into that truck with him. The best advice that I can think of right now is to go within yourself and think immediately. And I don't know if that works for everybody, but I'm trying it on myself, and I normally can't do that, but I've done a lot of work over the last couple of decades to try to get to this point where maybe I can, and try to block it out. I can't do anything about it. There isn't anything that I can do about it. Not me particularly, with all of my issues. And there are some heroes and warriors that are out there that are working on the problems. Thank God. As far as like coming down into myself, my Leo is starting to show. So I started getting into makeup. I don't know, I really like cardigans now. I'm also aging. I'm trying to figure out how to age as a 50-something at this point in time. And coming from snot-nosed punk, I was an 80s punk. I know that's on the heels of the 70s punk, the 70s movement, 60s movement when it actually really started. And by the time it got to the 80s, it was full-blown already, and then it killed itself. There's still little bits and pieces of it out there, but it kind of had to. I'm taking on this Hannibal Lecter kind of approach to, I guess it's the respect that a Leo demands for everybody. You just be respectful. And a lot of people aren't, and I used to not be. Also, this is part of massive transformation, but that started over the last decade, I think. You know, why should I? Give me something to respect. And that's true too. That's true too. But, you know, if you're not going to be respectful, then I really want to catch you in a back alley and cut your face off, which I'm not allowed to do, so I moved far, far away. But I realize that your thoughts dictate your reality. We are all the magicians. So everything that we think manifests itself. And I realized that I only thought really horrible thoughts and I couldn't get out of it for most of my life. And I recognized at the time that those thoughts were what was keeping me poisoned, keeping me down. But I couldn't do anything about it. I didn't know what to do about it. It's not easy to do, but I wound up digging out everything out of my life to try to get away, to isolate, to live as small and to myself as I possibly can, and to keep the world out there, anything that might be a trigger. And that also comes with its own problems. That also comes with its own shared negativity, because you're stuck in there with you. Oh my God. You are stuck in there with yourself. But that's what you need. You need that date with yourself to sort of sort things out. So I'm back up in the dark, cold mountains of West Virginia by myself, slipping into primal scream, which was happening in the city too. It was bad. I really needed to cut things out. I really did. And here it is, but 5 years later, maybe a little bit more than that since we've been here. I had a whole other period of time in another state, and that was a whole other... Just the other day, maybe 3 or 4 days ago, I went back and I started walking the track just to get out. And for the first time since maybe I was a child, I can't really remember, but all of a sudden I was in touch with the white light. It was like some sort of grace. Now mind you, I've had like stair steps since I've been here, in which all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, there's a scrap of positivity. Grab it. Nurture that. If I fall back, then it's going to waste so much more of my life in this horrible swill of hell that I was in. I mean, there are reasons. It's not just internal. I had a lot of external things that really shoved me into this position in life. But if I saw a scrap of it, I'm like, oh, if I grab onto this, then maybe I can just keep building, and then my brain, it gives my brain something else. That wasn't easy to do either. What the magicians refer to, you know, as the protecting white light. When you are meditating and you're doing protective spells, like you're focusing on this, it's like a bubble of energy. I don't know how else to describe it. I wasn't really trying to do that either while I was walking around. It was just a grace of positivity from out of nowhere. Maybe just getting outside of out from under the roof so he could find me. I don't know. It hasn't completely gone away. I feel like I could get in touch with it again, and I'm probably going to continue to try to do that. To get up out of the death spiral. What is also kind of really weird about it is all of a sudden there's a lot of books on necromancy that were popping out on me, and I started getting like more videos of that showed up in my feed as I'm working, and I'm just letting it roll over. And that seems really dark. But I also suddenly had another understanding of it too, that was not just, I mean, you're out there and I've read up a lot of this back in the day, but you're not like causing a corpse to rise up in all of its horror and do your bidding, and you know, it's not anything like that. I don't think. I may learn something more. I mean, I don't think it's ever going to be like that. I'm not really sure that everybody's having the same experiences that I am with things, but it goes more into the intuition and tapping into those who have gone before, which is also kind of strange if you think about it, because we have such a population explosion, and I've heard it reasoned out that Everybody showed up for this event. That's going on right now. This massive change that's happening. Everybody wants to see. They're getting their tickets. I guess I've got a front row seat to this because hopefully at my age I might be alive long enough to see how it gets put back together. Now that's where the real magic is. This is horror. What's happening right now is horror. It truly is. It's the big destruction of the old world. And I guess maybe over time we'll go back into that. I was aware when 2012 happened. I mean, it didn't happen right on 12/21, but there was a massive shift then. And it was more unnoticeable, I think, at the time, but it was still huge. The end of the wobble. Everything seemed to have been taken apart silently, almost like overnight, like there was a warp. We just moved to another timeline, and everything, including myself, everybody I knew, seemed to have been taken apart from what I knew of everybody and put back together. So yeah, it's the same person, but kind of different. Even myself. I lost my luck, I felt like. You know, I was just always, I mean, I wasn't a happy person by any means. I had a lot of things I was miserable about, but there was a lot of dancing over the waves for me in my childhood. La 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 la, which of course contributes to the problem. I'm not an advocate of la la la. I'm not, even though I'm kind of talking about, you know, like, go inwardly. It's bad out there. Try to find little things to make you happy. I mean, I don't know what else to say. There are bad things going on with people right now. There are children who aren't getting food. There are thousands of people that just suddenly are losing their jobs. The earth is in trouble. This is really a bad news situation. So, that being said, I have some Seance in a box. A little piece of happiness for me. It's a company that's out around LA, and the fires cracked off this past year too, while I had an order in play. So I wrote, and they wrote back, and they said, and I wasn't thinking about it at the time, I just noticed I had two. I had one for somebody else and one for myself, and the one that I put in later was on the move earlier. Like, it was just out of order, and it just kind of seemed a little odd. So I just asked, you know, like, hey, everything okay? What's up with that? I got an email back. It's like, yes, we have your order. It's on its way. There's been a delay because we keep getting evacuated for the fires. 2025, I mean, that's probably going to get worse. I don't really know. I mean, it could be, if you look back on that, you're going to go, yeah. And 2025 wasn't shit, man. You should have seen what happened in 2026. I don't know. I hope not. I really hope not. But anyway, so they get evacuated. They run back and they try to catch up. They get evacuated. They run back and try to catch up. In which I'm thinking, oh my God, you know, I can't believe they even took the time out to write me back. But that's, you know, that's pretty excellent of them. Dear God, I've got you in my thoughts and prayers, which I'm not one of those people generally, but you know, I'm really hoping for the best for them. And very, very talented group, all of them, very talented. I think it would be really hard to start a perfume company online. You should go to the website. You should read about it. They just make you feel a certain kind of way, or at least they do for me. They just make you feel a certain kind of way just when you look at the pictures and stuff. So, but anyway, I've gotten a box from them before, so I kind of know what's up. But I just want to show you guys, you know, like, here, it shows up in this, like, typical thing. Let's see. But you get these cards. Each one comes with a card. And it also has a code on the back of it, which I'm not going to show you that because I don't want them to send it to you. So you get 10% off your next order. But anyway, that's really cool. A bunch of people hanging around in a seance. Oh, I probably should show you in the box. Even though I took some things out. A little Seance business card. This is where it says to rub it on your pulse points. I'll get back to that. Ooh, Morning Bloom. Oh, this is nice. Memento Mori. They send these stickers. I believe that's what this is. It feels like a sticker. A Memento Mori. I believe that is an object that is to remind you of death so that you really feel alive in the moment. Like a skull or something like that. Okay. Alright, you get these little packs. They usually, if you actually put an order in, they will send you a sample. Which is excellent advertising on their behalf, because if I wind up ordering the big bottle of it, then I'm going to send the sample to somebody else that I think is going to appreciate it. Alright, let's see. Ooh, lucky me. They've sent my favorite scent. I'll get back to that. Yeah, I usually get like a person. I'll bring another person in. I don't think I can get this in the light. Hello? He's home. One moment. Hi.
Hi.
Okay. He just went to see a movie with Ulysses. Alright. Now, comes in this bag. Sometimes, though, this is different. It's come in the past in a, it's like old newspaper. This is pretty, though. Maybe I should show this better. The Seance sticker on it. Alright. What did I get? Oddities. Okay, it's got its own card. Oh, it's a tiger's eye. You also get a little precious stone that comes with these, which is wonderful. I have a small collection. I'm just going to have it be my Seance collection. And here's the second. If you order more than $50, then they send it to you for free. And I think it was $7 to get it over here from LA. So why not get another one? Because they really are good. Alright, I'll remove that. This is a discontinued offering. Burning Leaves. Let me get the card out too. For external use only. God, don't eat this. Okay, now. Burning Leaves. I wound up getting, oh, what's the name of it? Let me get the name right. Natural History. Old Books and Black Tea, which sounds so romantic to me. However, it's not something that I really like. to wear on me, so I wind up actually putting it on papers and like my paintings while I work, so I could just... That's the magician. You've got to change your mind so you can manifest. And all of this stuff is intended to do that. Oh wow. This isn't as harsh as I would have expected. It does have some smoke. It does. Oh, I like this more than I thought it would. Alright. Oddities. I am nowhere near as good at describing scents as the Owsler is, so I will look up what Seance had to say about oddities. Amber, jasmine, and red musk. Oh. God. I will ram it up my nose because I have terrible depth perception. Man, that is lovely. That is just lovely. All of these are lovely. I have not found one yet that sucked. Oh, man. Oh. Okay, these little tiny test tubes, the little samplers, which you can buy a 3-pack of it, where you get to choose. The thing about this, let me get one. Because I don't want to put the tops back on them, because check this out. I just keep them all with like, I don't know, there's spill hazard that way, but I just keep them all standing up in this little cordial glass just so I could go by and, oh, absinthe. It smells a lot better than real absinthe tastes. Anyway, these damn things, I have to do this to get them up. But granted, they have to make it across country without... This is my absolute favorite one so far. The Undertaking. Oh my. It's got a little bit of peppermint in there. Oh, the Undertaking. They have that as plum, wood, and smoke. I'm not getting the smoke out of it like I do burning leaves, but wood. Oh man. That's fantastic. There's something else I want to show you. The whole pulse points thing that they talk about doesn't really work for me because I can't smell it. And I'm honestly wearing it for me, for myself. So what I started doing, I know I look like really hobo, but I don't care. I started like tearing off strips of like rags of old clothes and stuff I wasn't going to wear anymore. And and putting it on the knot. That way. I obviously have a roller ball of this one, but So I walk around like that when I want to. Yeah, I'm doing the undertaking just because I already had this with some on it. It's also really, it conserves, because you're not immediately taking it off and throwing it in the washing machine. It's a necklace, basically. Anyway, that's my first unboxing video in low light.